Hi guys and welcome. So you're joining me today basically on a transformation job. This is a size 10 maxi dress and I'm a size 18. Now if you look at the print in this, it is absolutely beautiful. And what I'm going to actually do, I'm going to take all the top part of the dress off, leaving just the bottom, and I'm going to make that into a maxi skirt for me. Now there's gathering just here under the bust, which is going to be extra fabric, and when you look at it, it is quite wideish at the bottom, so I know that that is going to fit me with elasticated waist. Now this is not the first time I've done this, it's the third that I've took a size 10 or 12 dress, cut the top off and made a maxi skirt for myself. So if you'd like to see the end result, keep watching. So what I'm going to start off by doing, I've actually turned the dress inside out. So all this is the bottom and then this is the top. And where you've got the overlock there, I'm simply going to cut all around there, cutting it off, separating the top from the bottom. So that basically is giving me the skirt that I'm wanting. Right, I'm just going to try this on just to double check that it is going to fit. So I've just tried it on and it fits perfect around my body, but it is actually too long. So I'm actually going to cut, I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off it, because then it will save me redoing the hem later on. So let's do that. So I've got my little sewing gauge and I'm just going to mark it 1.5 inches ever so often. And then I'm just going to cut that off. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and cut the elastic to what my waist needs to be. So literally I've brought that round and I'm going to overlap it 1 inch, and that's where I'm going to be securing it down. Okay, so I just need to pin this onto the skirt. So I've just gone ahead and literally stitched the elastic so it's now in a loop. I don't need to put a clip where the back is, because that is telling me that that's a marker. So I'm just literally going to hold it like that and put a clip at the opposite side. And then I'm going to put the back bit with the clip. So I've got 1/4. I'm going to do the same with the opposite side. So where I've stitched it there, making sure that that clips in the centre of that. And then clip it there. So there I've got my 4/4. So with the skirt, I've got my two hems, my two sides there, so I do not need to clip that because they are the markers. So I'm simply going to fold that in half, there, here, and then this is where I'm going to be putting 2 clips. And once again, I've got 4/4 marked out on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so what I've just had a quick look on is basically the design and decided which side I want to be at the front. So as I'm wearing it, the print which I like best. So where I've joined the elastic, I'm going to make sure that this is going to be to the back of the skirt. Clip that when I'm doing that. So I'll just put that back in, and I'm simply going to clip that to the inside of the skirt. Now there's different types of waistbands you can do, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it so that it's just going to be overlocked, and then when it's done it's going to be turned over, so from the inside of the skirt there's going to be fabric and not elastic showing. Okay, so wherever the clips are, I'm going to clip them together now. Okay, so that's there. Put that together. That's going to be clipped to the seam. And that's going to be clipped to the seam. Like so. Right, so let's just have a look at that. Now, for some reason there seems to be more. Let me just check that, because there are a bit more fabric on one side than the other, so let me just make sure that I've got that dead in the centre. Let me get this. Yeah, that centre. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's better. So let's go to the machine. Okay guys, so here we are sat at the overlocker, just ready to overlock the elastic onto the top of the skirt. Alright, so let me just... So I'm going to get the edges together there. I'm literally just going to start by keeping the edges together. Right, so let me just take that clip out. And I'm going nice and steady with this because I'm working with elastic. So I'm going to pull that, hold it in the middle, and then I'm keeping the edges together here. And I'm not looking at cutting anything off this, I'm just keeping it running straight through this side of the blade. Again, I'm going to just grab it in the centre, make sure that these two edges here are together, and you can just see the elastic underneath, so I know that they're going to be stitched together. Get that bit, unclip it. Okay. So I'm just going to go nice and slow over where the seam is. Okay, let me just get this, hold it in the centre again. And get where the clip is, pull it again. I'm just going to go where I've joined the elastic and it's double thickness. I'm just going to go really slow over that bit because I don't want any needle breakages. Okay, just going to pull that, hold it in the centre. Okay, I'm just going to pull it. Got the last bit to do here. Okay, so that is the elastic stitched in. So what we're going to come down is we're going to go over to the juke and just top stitch it down at the side, and I'm going to just reinforce that overlocking where I came off at the end. Okay, so at the juke now, so this is the bit that I'm going to be putting behind and restitching down, and then on both the side seams here I'm simply going to turn the elastic over and I'm going to stitch in the ditch, keeping it stitched down. So let's just get this bit first. Scissors, and then I'm just going to cut all the excess off. I'm going to go to the side seam, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to have the fabric the right side facing up so I can see the ditch. Now the ditch for newbies is where the seam is. You're aiming to stitch right on the seam so you don't really see the stitches. So I'm just going to cut that off. And that is stitching in the ditch. Let's do the opposite side because there's only 2 seams on this. And once again stitching in the ditch. So literally that is it, guys. That is the finished product. So let me go and try it on and we'll see how it looks. So this is the finished skirt. The length is brilliant, so bear in mind if you're going to do the project like this, when you've took it off, try it on before you actually do the waist, because then it'll save you either taking the waist back off or redoing the hem. I would wear this with some flat sparkly toe posts like what I've got on. It would be great, you know, when I'm on holiday. I wouldn't wear this top, but most of my summer tops are actually in the loft because we're still in February really, aren't we? So I've just put this on so you get an idea of, but the colours, like I said, in this are absolutely beautiful. So you can see from that how easy the project was. A size 10 dress making into a maxi size 18 skirt. There was gathering in the front and gathering in the back, so I knew that was going to give me extra. And there's a little bit of flow to maxi dresses anyway, isn't there? So if you've got clothes that you're thinking, or like for me, sometimes they've been like my daughter's dresses and they've been maxi dresses and they didn't want them anymore. And I've looked at them, and because there was gathered around here, I've simply cut the top off and made a maxi skirt for myself. And like I say, I've done it 3 times now. So it's such an easy project to do. And it's took no time, has it? So I hope you've enjoyed this. Stay safe, everybody, and see you soon. Bye for now.